Hey, what's up? Kyle Rester from HydroMind. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can build and maintain surfing fitness if you have a desk job or if you sit a lot in any capacity. Now, how do I know this stuff? I know it from my own pain. If you don't know, I've told this story before. I used to have a job where I would sit for 15 hours. So the stuff I'm about to teach you, I learned out of desperation. And I can tell you for sure, these stuff are insanely powerful. Most of them are free, some are close to free, and you can start them all today. And when you do them properly, which are easy and quick, when you get into the water, you'll be a lot more mobile, pain-free, you'll surf longer without getting tired, you'll have tons of energy, and you'll be able to surf for years and years and years by taking care of your body, reversing damage that is done by sitting, or eliminating it altogether. So that's it, let's do it. All right, number one is a standing desk, and I've covered this before, but I'm gonna do it again because it's been so important for me. So the first point is do as little damage as possible. Sitting is horrible for surfing, horrible for surfing. So the more standing you can do, the better. This one cost me 700 bucks. I got it off Amazon. I think that's an absolute deal. If you fast forward to the end of your life and you continue sitting, you think about the damage you do to your hips and your back and your legs and your circulation and everything, all the health problems that will cause. Imagine if you had a doctor who's like, okay, we're gonna fix your hips, we're gonna fix your back, we're gonna fix your legs, we're gonna fix your circulation, your posture. That'll be 700 bucks. Yeah, right. That's gonna be like 70 grand a year for the rest of your life. So 700 bucks now, stop doing the damage. It's gonna prevent all that stuff. It's the deal of the life. There is like putting a price tag on health. Doing prevention is the easiest way to do that. So for me, I don't even have a chair anymore. I stand all the time. It takes a bit of effort at first, but I never sit. There isn't, like I said, there isn't even a chair around here. So that's number one. I know a lot of people who can even get their bosses to pay for it. If you have a boss, even if you work from home or an office. So inquire about that. If not, invest in it yourself. Another option you can do, if you don't have like the area, you can get stands that you put on top of a regular desk that just elevate your screen so you can stand, got your keyboard up there, your laptop, whatever. So do that 100%, no excuses, has to be done, no more sitting. Okay, number two is micro breaks for correcting posture, eliminating damage. So first, when you're typing, working the computer, doing whatever you do, you gotta be conscious of your posture, but taking micro breaks is gonna help a ton. It helps with the posture, but it also helps with productivity. So about every 10 minutes, set a timer, like a silent timer you can put on your watch that goes off. So you're working, when the timer goes off, you do a little tiny micro break and a stretch. Easiest one to do when you're standing, requires no equipment, is you grab one wrist behind your back like this, and then your shoulders go back, and then you pull them down, and then your head goes up. And then remember to breathe the whole time and hold it for about 30 seconds. Deep breaths. The cool thing about that is focusing on the breathing and focusing on the pulling and the static hold really makes you like go inside your body. So it's like kind of like makes you think about what you're doing. So it's almost like meditative. So it like clears your head for a sec. When you get back to work, you're opened up, you're breathing, and you can focus even more. And it'll reverse some of the damage that you're doing, prevent that posture stuff from happening. And that stuff's gonna go a long way to help you when you're out surfing, because when you got to paddle, you got to be laying on your board, head and chest high, so you're gonna have an unrestricted paddle stroke, but also it's easier to get your legs under you when you do a pop-up as well too. So this matters a ton. Little micro breaks, spread that out through your whole life. Man, you're gonna do a lot of good to your body. Now the second stretch to do is a deep squat. You wanna get as deep as you can, heels stay on the ground, put your elbows in your knees, push them out, put your hands in a prayer, up against your chest, and then look up and hold that for 30 seconds. It's gonna stretch everything. If you can't get into this position, just get as deep as you can and work on it. For some people, if you're really unflexible, it'll make your feet feel like they're falling asleep. So you need to do a lot more stretching, which I cover in other videos, but getting into this position is massive for health. Every single day. All right, this next one is breath training you can do anywhere. So when we are doing all the breath training in my program, we're always talking about adaptation, adapting your body to be more efficient with oxygen, because our bodies are adaptation machines. But there's a dark side to adaptation, because you also adapt to standing or sitting at your desk and having all that free oxygen and not training. So if you're spending most of your time in the office, at the desk or whatever, you could be losing all the gains that you're making in the gym and the workouts. So this, I call it lifestyle training. So I'll give you two examples. Number one is box breathing. So it's called box breathing because you add time. So we'll go with 4 seconds. And so it's on the top, it's you hold your breath for 4 seconds, or no, you inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and then hold for 4 seconds. So you're holding with your empty lungs and you're holding with full lungs for 4 seconds. And then you inhale, exhale each 4 seconds. So it goes like this. And that's great. And as you add seconds onto it, go to 5, 6, up to 10 seconds, it'll really, really start becoming harder, and it's gonna raise the CO2 in your body. It's gonna really make you to adapt. Problem with that one though, is you have to count. So if you have to focus or talk to someone, it's impossible. So another good way to do it if you're working and thinking is to exhale. So like a sigh, you don't do a full exhale, you just go until your air is out of your lungs. Hold at the bottom until you get a medium to strong urge to breathe. So a complete breath hold at the end is a blackout. That's 100%. So 90% is when you have like diaphragmatic contractions and lots of pain. So you want to get to like 70% where you don't get any of those things, but you still get a medium to strong urge to breathe. Your body begins to tell you that you need oxygen. That's all you need to trigger the adaptations. So a good analogy is, let's imagine you're trying to get a better push-up. So instead of doing like a 1 max rep, like you're doing like 300 pounds, do a whole bunch of push-ups in multiple sets. That's exactly what this is for your breath. So doing that at your desk. And if you really, really have to focus and you can't do that, just do it during your micro breaks too, and it'll change you a ton. It'll make it so you have better endurance, better recovery, better breath hold, all that great stuff. So that's it for that one. All right, the next one is having these paddle bands. If you work from home, super easy. You can just hang them somewhere. You see them all the time. And I know lots of people who are in a program who bring these to the office. All you need is a door, hang them up by the hinge, or you can make a permanent mount by screwing to the wall. I don't know if your work will allow you to do that, but the point is, paddle maintenance. Instead of doing a full workout, if you're in your work clothes, you don't want to get sweaty, you can just do a couple reps and treat it like a micro break as well too. So you just do a few reps, like less than half of your max reps. And it's kind of cool because like instead of building strength, which you actually do, but you're practicing strength. So you're doing the proper paddle technique, you're making that movement pattern ingrained in your body, you're actually sending that work signal to your muscles so they start to grow even though you're not beating them down. And let's imagine that you were doing like every other micro break during a work day. So you're doing like, I don't know, you have hundreds of reps in. So if you're doing that every single day, it doesn't feel like you're working out, but you're getting those reps in. It's like you're paddling, surfing every single day, even though you're doing your work. So then when you're done and you get into the water, it's like you never left. In fact, you're a lot stronger than you were when you left. So paddle strength, built from home or built from the office, is very, very easy to do when you have these. All right, this last one is something that's super, super important. Now, if you're at the office, this is done on the floor. So you don't have to do it when you're at the office, you can do it at home. And for me, when I was working and sitting all the time, this was part of my morning and evening routine. And it's opening up the muscles all in the front of your body, which really, really corrects that posture. If you ever see people who have bad posture, as they get older, they start to get like that humpback, right? And it's like their neck is like coming out of their chest. Man, you'll have massive health problems if you allow that to happen. So you can undo it as well if that's starting to happen. So for this one, you need a foam roller. It doesn't have to be studded like this one, it just has to be round. And what you do is you lay on it. So start on your shoulders like this and then reach over. And so for the upper back, I like to open up sideways and then try and bring them up, my arms up like this. You feel a big stretch in the shoulders. So it's like this, and then bring them up. So let's open up your posture. And so this part of your body is all attached to your shoulders. So if you have impingements in your shoulders, pain in your shoulders, these are all attached. This is a great way to prevent shoulder injuries, shoulder pain, because it's so attached, because this is opening up that forward shoulder posture. So what you do is hold it for a few seconds, and I do like a little crunch, and then I roll down a bit, and then do it again. And then roll it up, do another one. And you want to do it for every single vertebrae. And that's a great way to wake you up in the morning, and it's a great way to undo any damage that you've done during the day from playing on your phone and all that keyboard stuff you do. So that's really, really important. I recommend that every single day. One thing I've always noticed, like sometimes I don't feel like doing it, but I've never ever done it and then regretted it. I've never ever done it and then said, man, I wish I didn't do that, because I always feel better. So start that today. You will never regret it. You'll be thanking me in 50 years when you're still surfing and feeling great and everybody else has quit. So do this, start today, do not wait. It's the best thing you can do for yourself, and it will cost you nothing. This thing is like 10 bucks, so no excuses. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you found that valuable, and I hope you start implementing that stuff as soon as you can. The sooner the better. You'll start feeling the results of it almost immediately, and it can last you forever. This stuff will never be outdated. It's all about the human body, so modern lifestyle is so damaging, but there's lots of great free ways to turn it around. And if you want more information, if you want those paddle bands, you want to learn more about the lifestyle training, the breath training, a full routine that can be done at home, you'll be interested in our Waterman Elite program. So down below, there's a video, a link in the description. You can watch that video. It says step by step exactly how our program works. At the end, it'll tell you how to get involved with it if you choose to do so. Because of all the stuff that we now know, there's no reason you have to struggle when surfing, no matter what your situation is. If you have 10 kids, if you have a job where you work 15 hours a day, if you're landlocked, if you're old and retired, it doesn't matter. This works on absolutely everyone, so you can have and keep high-level surfing no matter what your situation. If you're interested in that, again, click that link below. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I'll talk to you soon.